It's pretty exciting. It's cool. There's 80,000 people when we played. We had 40 cheerleaders on stage. We were on the water. It's been pretty neat.
We are here to make stars.
25 musicians, 5 bands.
We're here to win.
Wow.
Let's go!
Banded.
Hey everyone, I'm Katie Darrell. Now listen, Vince Neil is coming to AXS TV, y'all. Oh my God, Vince, this is big news. How are you today, dude?
I'm good. I'm real good.
Oh my goodness, we have so much to talk about, but first and foremost, I really want to talk about this new show. It's called Banded, and it's going to be starting on May 13th over on AXS TV, 9 p.m. Eastern, every Saturday, and you are a big part of this thing. How did they rope you in? I mean, you're big time, and they just were like, you know what, we need to make this show even bigger, and you said yes.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like a really cool premise, and getting new talent out there and listening to these people. The mentors are really cool, and they taught these guys a lot. And I don't remember how long that they practiced and stuff, but what I saw, they were really good, and it was amazing. It was really cool. I'm just glad to be part of it.
So the premise for everyone that's getting psyched to see this show on AXS TV, it's called Banded. It's a singing music competition, but it's way different than anything that's been out there in the marketplace. The name says it all, actually, Banded. These are people that essentially audition and then get grouped, banded together, right? Am I getting the gist?
Right. Yep. And then they have mentors that teach them how to play. They write songs together. That's a cool thing because it's all original music. Well, then they perform and you pick who's the best. That's it.
Let's make a band together, all right? You, Vince Neil of Motley Crue, is the lead singer. And let's pick some people. Here are your drummers to choose from. John Bonham, Neil Peart, or Keith Moon. Who's your drummer?
Keith Moon.
Keith Moon, huh?
Yep. He's crazy.
I was going to say, so you like a crazy drummer.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we have Tommy.
All right. Now your guitarist. Here's who you get to choose from. Ready?
Okay.
Jimi Hendrix, Eddie Van Halen, or Randy Rhoads?
I got to say Randy Rhoads. He was,
really?
Yeah, he was amazing. I mean, so are the other guys, but I say Randy Rhoads.
All right. And your bass player. You can have Flea, Paul McCartney. Wait, hold on. Sir Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Or you can take Lemmy.
I gotta say Paul. I mean, Paul's a good bass player. He's a good guy, and he's a funny guy.
Well, so you know a thing or two about having to get along in a band.
Yeah.
What advice can you give, or did you give any of these contestants about making it work and not letting the egos get in the way and being a team and just setting differences aside and admitting when someone else's riff is maybe better than someone else's and just releasing? What advice do you have for these contestants or anyone that's actually in a band right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's just listen to each other. Listen to what each person has to say, and that's really just all about communication, and whoever writes the music part of it or lyrics or whatever, let everybody participate in those. And some people that don't really write come up with great ideas sometimes, and so listen to everybody.
What I love about the show Banded is I feel like it actually really applies to you in Motley Crue right now. Follow me on this. John 5 has joined the group. The legendary John 5, great friend of AXS TV. This guy is top notch. He's an excellent guitar player. But I mean, listen, for so many years, you guys were used to Mick, and then you bring someone else in with new ideas, new vibes, new energy. I'm sure it's kind of like when you start dating a new person, right? You guys probably had a learning curve.
We have the honeymoon situation right now. We really love John. He was ready to play the set before we even hired him. He knows all the Motley Crue songs. He knew everything down to the letter, and so we didn't have to do a lot of rehearsing for the stadium tour because he was right there.
You know, Motley Crue has so many hits. Listen, I even have the vinyl box set that you guys just released, which is really epic. All the beautiful colored vinyls. And I'm just going through it, and I'm like, hit after hit after hit. This is rad music, and I imagine some of the hits hit harder in different regions, right? I mean, we all know that different DJs and radio stations picked up different songs. How does it work in Europe? Are there songs that surprise you that are bigger in the US and the States on the stadium tour versus the world tour?
No, it's like, because we play the same set, you know, America or South America, or wherever we're going to play. And
Sheboygan!
They like, yeah. They like all the songs, you know. We put a good set list together, and every song has something, you know, that people like, and especially the, you know, I say, you know, who likes the old stuff, you know, and everybody, you know, yeah.
Well, I want to do a bit of a lightning round on some Motley Crue songs. Off the top of your head, the memory that comes to mind.
Okay.
So when I say "Kickstart My Heart," what do you think of?
I think of the NFL. They always play "Kickstart My Heart" at NFL games. That's pretty cool.
You actually just had a great honor playing at the with the NFL the other week. How was that experience?
At the draft, it was really cool. I'd never been to a draft before, and I was there from the very beginning, watching it and seeing who's going to get drafted. And it's pretty exciting. It's cool. There's 80,000 people when we played. We had 40 cheerleaders on stage, and we played in a big fountain where Tommy was in the middle of the fountain, and we were on the water. It's been pretty neat.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, so that was "Kickstart My Heart." What do you think of when I say "Dr. Feelgood"?
Best memory of Dr. Feelgood is when we recorded it. We were in Vancouver, Canada, and we recorded it for the first time, and it was like, it's the first time I actually heard the song. And it was like we kind of wrote that song in the studio, and it turned out pretty good.
It'll do all right. It'll do. All right, "Home Sweet Home," dude.
That one's, you know, when we do that song and you got 60,000 people with their cell phones up in the air with the screens on and lighting up the stadium, that's pretty cool. You know, you just because you can't see everybody because you're playing at nighttime, and so you can only see like the first 10 rows or something. When we do that song and it lights up the stadium, you go, oh my God, there's a lot of people here. And it's pretty cool.
Listen, it's a great experience from our end too. I got to go to the stadium tour. I went to the Phoenix show, and it was great being right there. And like you said, the cell phones go up, the light up wristbands are all happening, and you feel like part of the community. It's church, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, everyone who is planning their summer vacation plans, they need to head over to Europe because the World Tour is in effect right now with Motley Crue, Mr. Vince Neil up there on stage being the rock star that he is. But if you can't get to Europe, you can enjoy Vince by watching BANDED on AXS TV starting May 13th, every Saturday night at 9 Eastern. Thank you so much for being here today, dude. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it too.
Hey there. Thanks for watching AXS TV. Subscribe, follow, like, and do all the good stuff. And make sure you leave a comment below. I don't know, just let us know what your favorite AXS TV show is, or who your favorite bands are, and what artists you're into, or just say hi, man. I'd like to be told hi. We love hearing from you. That's the point, all right? Keep it coming.